Peace, love, and light, family. This is your health specialist, the Holistic Jedi. Wanted to come through real quick and show you exactly how to make the ingredients in your Seamoss kit. All right, so we gotta take this, and this is basically all you need. You don't need this, obviously, this is a prop, but you need 2 gallons, you need your Seamoss, and whichever one of these you selected in the kit. All right, so first you're gonna take this, crack the bag, take it out. All right, cool. Boom. Bag is pretty. Use it to store whatever you want to store, but you know. Like our water, which you always want to have it distilled, or you have the best source of water that you can. Some spring waters are better than others. You gotta do your research on that. But take your water. First flush. That, go in there, shake it up. One time. Now, if you have the purple Seamoss, you have to repeat this process, and you have to use lemons for each individual flush. Because if you don't, the purple Seamoss is gonna retain that very strong ocean flavor and smell, and it's gonna ruin your Seamoss experience. We wanna be able to make our Seamoss quick. We want it to be yummy. See all this stuff that's coming out? You wanna get your hands in there. You know, touch it, feel it. Put your intention into it. You know, when you realize this thing is alive, and because it's absorbing the water, it's absorbing the intention and the energy. All right, so we're gonna do this one more time. Shake it up. Go. All right, one more time. Boom. Take this, you know, take it out of the pot. Big chunks. Always want to take it out. Okay. Done. Now, every Seamoss that you have is different, right? This is Belizean gold. You also get some of the brown or Uchema. So, you know, it's gonna take different soaking times, because depending on the health of the ocean or the mineral density of the ocean is what you're gonna get reflecting in the Seamoss. You know, when it's thicker, it's gonna take longer to soak. This one, and usually with brown Seamoss, you only have to let it soak for a few hours. If you don't wanna wait for it, if you just wanna set it again, if you're doing it with purple Seamoss, you have to cut the lemon open. And you have to let the lemon water, not just rinse it out with the lemon water, but cut this, make sure you wash the lemon really good, cut it, squeeze it, and let it sit inside there with the water overnight. Okay, fam. So once you've allowed your Seamoss to soak up all that water and it's nice and soft, then you're ready for part 2, which is basically gonna show you exactly what you need to do to make it the most conveniently. Because we're not gonna be spending no time scooping Seamoss out. No, we need our Seamoss ready to go. Let me show you. Take a look at the Seamoss. You should see that it's nice and soft. If you take a good look, there might be some little pieces left. So you wanna take out all the little pieces that you know aren't gonna break down, because they're little parts of the ocean that get trapped in the Seamoss. All right, so just put this here to the side. What we're going to do is now put our Seamoss in the blender. I'll show you exactly how to do it. Right. Hold on, I need to get this real quick. You don't need to measure it. You don't need to do any extra work. We're just gonna put the Seamoss in, and we're gonna blend it. All right. Then we take our water. And you're going to literally repeat this process with the same water that's inside the Seamoss and the gallon that you add. All right, let me get this on. Boom. So we go. All right, then you're gonna rinse and repeat this process. So you take your now freshly made moss. You're gonna take your stainless steel pot, and all you gotta do is pour it. Pour all the Seamoss in the pot. All of it, right? We're going to rinse and repeat this process. Same thing. This really, you just pour the moss in. This is good. Then you blend. All right, so mind you, this was full blender number 2, right? And that's actually, depending on the size of your blender, that should be how much you should be doing. Then again, take the full blender, you pour it inside the pot. And now I know you're saying, when do we infuse? It's very simple, fam, I'm gonna show you. All right, so depending on what you got, if you got the gold water, if you got, the gold water, the silver, or the ormus, this is all you do. It's very simple. You just take whichever one you got. Now you can use these individually, but to get the best out of them, it's always good to microdose. If you haven't heard my spill on microdosing, then you should. But you want to take this. Simple. You take it, you pour it into the blender. You add back the Seamoss that you want to use. Boom. You close it. Boom. And you blend it again. So what you want to start doing now is from the water that you have here. You know, let me go ahead and grab this. It's a really important part. Here's what I want you to do. I want to take all the water that's in that gallon that's remaining from that second gallon. Just pour it in here. Pour it all in there. You may not need it depending on how much water you put in when you put the Seamoss to soak. So we'll see. We're gonna start with this one. The one that we just used, and we infused it with the nanoparticle 24 karat gold water, right? We take it, I guess I could have left that, but we pour. Okay. I might get a little messy, you know, that's Seamoss. All right, last round, because we still have a little bit left in here. Take it, we pour it. There's always gonna be a little Seamoss left in the pot. Try to do this. Throw a little water inside that pot. Shake it around. Pour. Boom. I like to blend it again just for good measure. Pop the top, and we pour. Now you see this that's coming. You can keep on taking it out. No taste. It's ready to take on the taste of whatever you put in it. No ocean, it's clean. Right? You can use a little bit of Seamoss if you want. You can use your face mask. You can moisturize your whole face and let your skin get healthy. Or you can take it and immediately put some lemons in it and you can drink it. But this is your gallon. It won't get super thick, you know, depending. You can really stretch this out even more. This can become a gallon and a half, but this is a good base. From here, you take it, you pour it into your water, you're good to go. You make sure you follow the hydration protocol that was given with the Seamoss kit. It's very important to follow that. Stick to it, and I promise you, you're gonna get the results that you're looking for.